Welcome back to the Beginner's Guide, guys. This is episode 4. We are in chapter 12, Theater, January of 2010. So, as we saw last time, it was about a perfection thing. So, this one might be about having stage fright, in my opinion.
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one.
Ooh.
That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Really? A musical performance, I think, is what this one is. Wow, it's a theater. Jesus Christ. Oh my gosh. Alright, the performance is beginning. Places, please. La la la. Ooh. We are at the gathering of professionals. First, you will start out leaning against the wall. Alright. Lean on the wall. Good, stay right there. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your chance, one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something to her. Miss. Hello. Hello, that's it? That's not a conversation. You need to actually converse with her. Be a human being. Do it again. I'm super scared right now. I like you. Here are all my hopes and dreams. No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said to her at all. You've completely missing out the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's that you need a better feel of this setting. There was a lot of people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. Oh, these cones that bounce when you touch them will represent the people nearby. Now talk to her again. You must have worked really hard to get where you are. I bet you've learned to lean into the pain. What are some of the sacrifices you've had to make? You're messing it up again. You'll freak her out if conversation personal that quickly. Oh, I'll never get another opportunity. Everything was riding on this. I want to try something. Try stepping back from the stage. Oh, over here. The lamppost. Destination. I love the destination. Do I keep going? Is this an endless hallway? Jesus. Oh God, I'm a pussy. All right. Stop it. Okay, yes. Now this is working. This is what I like.
Eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success.
Yep.
The answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away.
I have social anxiety, but I don't try to hide myself.
Down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer.
Oh, hi. Okay.
But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Loading June 2010. Mobius strip. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. So, do I close my eyes? Okay, I'm closing my eyes. Okay, I'm opening my eyes. Wait. I don't know. Okay, help, I'm blind. I can't see anything. Please, someone talk to me. Okay, I mean, I'm looking at this giant door flying towards me. What's going on? Captain, what can we do? Oh, so I think I'm just supposed to sit
You
here.
should probably open your eyes
Oh.
if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
Start clicking everything. Research. Research. Blind. Please don't let this be forever. How? Up there? How? Help, I'm blind. There's a door here. Okay. Truth. This only way to stop is to speak something, to be honest. I am burning with creative energy. The lamppost. No, this isn't truthful. Oh, so I have to say something truthful? Okay, so at least I know what to do. Help, I'm blind. The only way to stop is to speak something, to be honest. I can't keep making these. My work is always fun too. That's probably what it is. Yes, that's it. That's the truth. I don't feel it anymore. I'm out of ideas.
Like I
It's
said, I
draining
was
me.
getting concerned.
So am I.
First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So, where's that come
Keep going, keep talking.
But then, even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual.
Hello.
Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way. His games are going to get more desperate from here on out.
Oh, I thought you said depressed
After
there
this
for a
game,
second.
it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
Loading December of 2010. Oh. 2. Where am I? Where did this island come from? How do I get out of here? Hello, is anyone there? 1. Is that a person? How lovely. It's been a long time since I talked to someone. What's wrong? You look lost. I am. I'm completely out of ideas. When I try to create, I feel empty. I have nothing left to give to my work. I'm turning a light on? Alright. That way my eyes won't hurt so bad. Alright, I guess I'm completely out of ideas. Oh no. What's happened? Did something change? There was a machine that kept me going and it stopped. I'm trying to find this engine that used to protect me to start it again. 2. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. It isn't far. What? You have to take me to it. I need to see it to know why it stopped working. This music is actually starting to scare me a little bit.
If the last game
I'm really
featured
concerned.
Coda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11.
Yep,
Now, put yourself in my shoes.
I can
Blake.
take you to it, but there's a
Here's a
problem.
friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
Perfect. Come along, I'll show you to it.
Because from my perspective at the time and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in
Here's
his
the
own
puzzle.
little bubble,
What
just
do you
sitting at his
think?
computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
Now I have to close the first door. Alright, what's next? Now I just close the first door, now I just open the first door. Now I just press the switch here. I'm literally telling somebody how to solve the puzzle. Huh, that was so simple.
You can't talk
Can't believe I've
yourself
never solved
out
it
of
before
loneliness.
this.
It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
Somebody's crying. Trust me, you'll see. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say that the game development is simple and joyous and that you love it 100% of the time. Okay, making games is simple. Sure, making games is easy. Alright, making games is effortless. Ah, that feels wonderful. Why did it just crumble? Why did I feel so awful when I said that? You have to open the door. Don't worry about it. Just keep talking. Keep saying that creation is easy. I feel completely energized. Yes, that's wonderful. Keep
Seeing
going.
this game at the time that he made it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated
Just
it.
never stop
I
creating.
hated seeing him so tired. It's like
Just never. Perfect.
video games are not worth this amount of suffering. This is
I'm
someone I
going to
really
vomit.
care
I
about.
feel really sick.
And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this was the worst thing for me.
Yes, more. Keep
don't know.
going.
This is
Oh,
what
fuck,
I
I
felt
feel
at
really
the time.
sick.
I don't know how else to say it. I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop. But it didn't stop.
Oh?
After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
May of 2011. The Machine. The Machine. Oh, look, you're a guard. Hey, pal. May, I'm glad to see you have arrived safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. I intend it to be quick. I have goosebumps. Very good. Just be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing that you should know about this machine. It calls itself Coda. Need you to shut the door, pal. Nope, 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 nope. Break his arm.
And of course,
You
it's
stopped.
the machine.
You stopped feeding us. Your work was keeping us alive. Your work was keeping us healthy. There's people out there, can you imagine what pain you've put them through? It's only because of your creations that any of us cruel make it through every day. How could we possibly go back to just trusting you? You know, just put two. So here's what needs to happen. You need to go to the people who are out there and apologize to them. No, nothing. Think carefully. I know how to hurt you. I have seen the thing you fear. No, nothing. No? Nothing? Alright, then I will speak to them for you. My followers. It falls on me to deliver bad news. A troubled revelation. I have a troubling revelation. The machine will not apologize to us. The machine refuses to admit that he deliberately hurt us. 1. But it's not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. We need to find a way to live without it. We do not need its games. Let us play its retribution. Let us show that we are not failures. 2. Follow me. We will destroy the machine. Follow me. We will destroy everything that the machine has created. So destroy all of its work, or kill the machine itself. Just work. I want Coda to live. Oh. Oh. I can't shoot out the floor. I have to I feel like I'm painting. Coda, I'll make sure your work dies here. I'll make sure you are known forever. Is it not what you're scared of? Exposed to the view of others every day, forever seen in a naked
at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation. And so, as I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for it?
So you made the beginner's guide.
If he could see the difference it would make, to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
Oh. Hey, I like this room, actually. So I'm actually going through with a gun and oh, well.
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his game.
That's good.
You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Here he is, Coda himself. Yes. Well. Put down your weapon. Hands are off the keyboard. I don't. No, my hands are off the keyboard. I clicked once.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do?
I have to kill Coda.
It's the thing that I always feel like I need. To be told that my work is good.
Putting down my weapon.
That I am good.
Putting my hands off the keyboard.
When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something. I really felt like I'd done something good. Like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy.
Good.
So beautifully, beautifully happy.
Is that it? Is the game over? Confused? I'm very confused.
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made.
Wait, what?
So let's take a look.
Alright, cool. And this is by the guy, or the guy who made this is the guy who made the Stanley Parable. It's a pretty good narrative. I like it. The tower.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant.
It does.
It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world.
I feel so lost
It's
and
a
alone
very
in this big
cold
place. People are screaming, I'm scared, I feel lost and alone. Watch, as soon as I walk in, it's gonna go. Oh.
This
Wait.
room actually has a maze in it.
Oh.
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played, it actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Thank you. Do 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 do. I wonder if I push backspace. Alright, backspace does nothing. I did maze, guys.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever.
Oh,
I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze?
what?
The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached it during this time, then maybe I could have asked it, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
151617. 15, 16, 17. Is it a date? 15, 16. Fuck. 5, 17. Oh. And hold on. We have just hit the 20-minute mark. I have been Quinn with Squad Gamers, and yeah, we'll do this in the next episode. Goodbye.